Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybedesigns.com, and I thought that I would take you through a quick walk of the holiday catalog and what I received today. And I'm going to go in holiday order, starting out with fall, then Halloween, and moving on. And this is what I picked up from this catalog. And I know I need a fill, but I blew it off today to do this video because I really wanted to, touch and look and feel and see things and play, of course. So this is the cover. Garden green and real red are really popular again this year, but yet so are some regals in the purples and blues that you'll see with different snow globes. When I get my product, I'm different in the way that I don't have to have it all. I just pick what I know I'm going to use now, and then, I'm going to say wing it, because I do. So, I'm going to get you started on a fall set to start out with. I picked up, it looks like 4 bundles. I know last year we had 14. I didn't count this year. I guess I can real quick, because, again, with the new catalog, all the bundles, they're up front like they were in the other, or in the new one. So I'm looking at, so far, wow, there's a lot. I want to say 30 or 24. That's 10 more than last year. Wow. And it gets overwhelming, and yet the period is only 4 months. What was September, October, November, December? Yeah, I'm counting on my fingers. 4 months. So I pick and choose real wisely. So to start with, because I don't know the names of too much of anything, I picked out my favorite bundles, and like I said, I only got 4 so far. I have 2 Christmas, 1 Halloween, and 1 fall. And I know that I'll work with them right off the bat. So I'm trying to find in the new catalog, because I can't show you what's going on here. Harvest Hellos. And then there's the coordinating apple builder punch. And you can see the images, but this means coloring, pencils, watercoloring, sprinkles, you name it. It is a cling stamp set, and it's going to punch out both of these pumpkins, and it'll do this as well. You just slice it in half with your scissors or paper trimmer. This leaf and this stem. Now what I love about this is that I'm seeing apples and pumpkins, and this is a really good all-around fall set that can also incorporate back to school. And I put up a card today, which I already gave them to my auntie. But if you look at the font here and check you out, and I did make this, but I never did post it because I didn't like the way it turned out. But if you look at this font here, they work and they coordinate. And this is kind of why I was working on Check You Out, because I knew I was going to get this coming in the mail today, and I'll probably do something with that tonight or sometime and get it up on the blog later this week. And probably, of course, the Saturday video. But this is great. These, can be used as pumpkin seeds, apple seeds, raindrops. So when I pick and choose what I'm going to use, I look at all this little stuff here to see, okay, what else can I use this for? And that to me is a good investment, along with the punch or die. So, but there are times where I will get just standalone stamp sets like this. This is Beauty and Joy. It's another, I'm going to say fall, and it's photopolymer, but it's distinctive, okay? And so that, and it's easy to fussy cut, So that automatically goes on the list because, and I check the scale of the images as well to see how many other sets I can sneak in there with it to build upon it. And that's just how my brain works. So we have a basket here, a real thick vine that can be top or bottom, standalone flower. I call them holly berries. If you want to go deeper, great background, just stamp around. Think paw prints too, it can work. And here, even though, you know, there's Christmas, there's Thanksgiving on here as well, you know, star for Christmas, and then you have all these different connecting pieces right here to build upon the topiary. And I can use this, it's a good year-round one, and that's another thing that I look at. So that is what I got for fall pretty much. And now, Halloween. I am thrilled about this. Okay, let me get my act together here because, you know, I just kind of roll. Okay, this is, I got two Halloween. This is the Monster Bash suite. And in this, you know, you have this bundles, which would basically be like a punch and a stamp set or a set of dies and a stamp set. But with bundles now, or, you know, the suites, we're doing one item order number and everything you need is there for like, and you don't miss anything. I think we've been down that road before, but this is going to be fun. And even though I put everything together, I really didn't pay too much attention because I wanted to get this done first. So, you know, I'm like a kid in a candy shop a little bit. With the Monster Bash suite, you're going to get the designer series paper, and I did turn that over. So, I mean, there's just like the funnest patterns in here, and I love the colors. You know, always got to have a spider web. I love these books. That is fun. I haven't even looked at the dies yet to see if they cut out. A lot of the dies will cut out the ornate frames. They'll cut out the images in the DSP. I don't know if it's done this yet. I'm looking at them in the catalog, and maybe for one or two. This is fun. You know I love print. And then, you know, of course, the little bottles full of terrors. I like this. It's ornate. And the colors in this are, it looks like daffodil and black, but I'm going to keep going. And of course you got the haunted houses and the little moons. This is another fun one too. I like this, you know, the box, the office type index card. That's what that reminds me of. This would be fun to make like a shaker out of with sequins in there. I like the footprints and the other little things. Pop open windows. And then we have some script behind the bats there. Love that. The ornate frames will cut these out, and well, I might as well break them out now. So our new packaging is really cool. If I can get it open. Because the dies now come in these plastic holders. And what I do is Stampin' Storage, I get their 5x7 magnet cards. And keep this. Yeah, I think this might cut out a book. I don't know. And then gently pull the dies off, and I just pop them on a card like that. But while we're doing this, we can see what matches up. This would be a circle punch. You know, there's just a lot of really cool things in here, and I haven't even gone through anything at all to even know what I'm doing, but I wanted to show you. So that's what I do. You know, I get them all on. This is my favorite, and I'm going to go through this like crazy. You know, again, the script and the print. And there's just so much fun in all of this. And here's a stamp set, and it is cling. You know, again, good coloring. The die cuts work. This coordinates with the DSP. It all just goes. And then there's an embossing folder of the stylish scroll. That's what it looks like. And then also part of the suite, basic black. Here is the ribbon with a scallop edge. And there's some nice detail in here too. And yeah, you could go ahead and cut it right down there and just use the scallop for something. And of course, a true test is, does it tie? Because we all know I don't do bows well at all. And it ties. Now these are fun. Coffin boxes. So you get a bottom, and they're basic black. Scoring lines are already there. You just fold it and pop the lid on and look like a rock star, right? And I'm going to do this for my auntie. And I'm a huge fan of anything epoxy shapes. We have gravestones, cross, whatever that is, because you know I'm not a biker chick or anything, and I don't know that stuff. Ravens, or a bird, you can wing it, and then you have basic gray and basic black, just, you know, enamel shapes, the circle ones, so that is awesome. Now what coordinates with that as well is, and this is separate, I think this is another, yeah, it's a bundle. Wonderfully Wicked. It goes with a DSP, cling. I love the font. You know, you have the spider web and the cat and everything. But what really caught my attention, because I was on the fence about this a little bit, was the dies. Because I can attach this to one of those coffin boxes, and this is huge. It's a good size. It's like 4 1/8 all the way around, and then you get this little spider guy with it. And when you die cut it, it's not going to be hard to stack it up because it's a thicker word, which I love that. And, you know, these are great for backgrounds. It's just, you know, fun. And I'm going to keep saying that, and I apologize. So I guess right now, we will get on to, I'll show you some standalone Christmas I got. But before that, this goes with, I don't know if it's standalone or not, but they're googly eyes. And there's different shapes and sizes, which would be a lot of fun to also put on, you know, like this owl on this card here for the back to school. So I went ahead and picked up that. And before they fall on the floor, I'm going to go through some other products I got that are fall related or kind of nothing related. You're going to love this one. Sip Sip Hooray. This can be any time of the year. It should carry over. I don't know for sure, okay, but it really should. But there's some great images in here. It is photopolymer. And yeah, Christmas, birthday, mix it up. Those are obviously distinctive, and you can fill up your glasses. Again, you can color, but even better, there are die cuts, which makes it so much easier. Bubbles. And it looks like, yeah, pretty much everything in the stamp set's going to die cut out. And that to me also makes it, you know, a good investment. It's like, how long can I use this? And the carryover part. And in how many different occasions can I use it? So there is that. And I have, oh, okay, here's another one that coordinates with it a little bit, but it gives you more sentiments, as you can tell, because they all work together great. But this one really got me because, again, the die. And this is thinner, like the Merry Christmas ones that carried over, but not too thin. And again, it's a good size. It's a good 4 inches. And then you get these accent dies. And it all just works together. This, from Our House to Yours, that is standalone. No dyes or anything. Photopolymer. I like the sentiments. What I really like the most are the houses. They're easy to fussy cut out year-round. You have the tree up there, you know, you have the hearts for Valentine's Day, and when I see things like that, sometimes it makes me think, okay, this is going to carry over to the spring, and I just get that much more use out of it. You can two-step stamp with the trees, and I love that. That's something that's really cute that can like point out from the house or the tree to a sentiment. And of course the hearts, snowbanks with that, and then we have snow. You have the wisp for the chimneys. It's a good one. This is another good one, Memories of Home. And that tree is large. And the best part about it is you can color in the ornaments, you can fussy cut. I saw a great color combo used with this, and I really liked it. It has a to from on there, small enough sentiments where you can tag it if you want. These are easy to fussy cut. As a matter of fact, I think that they might go with a set of dies I didn't get because I stay in season. You're going to see me use the fall later on this week just because it's new and exciting to me, but other than that, I'm going to go right back to summer because I am not ready for fall. I won't be for months. But this is a great set. Snowfront. This goes with High Tide. All those distinctive. I think there's one waterfront. There is one waterfront. This is going to, it looks like it's going to be a series. They are all to the same scale because I'm peeking over to my right and I can see it. And we have a lake, more trees, deer, mountains, water, backgrounds, whatever you want. And to me, this is another winner. Distinctive. I'm definitely going to hang on to it. Okay. I'm going to take you to Every Season, and it comes with these this punch pack. And we have Halloween and fall, or winter, and then fall, and then Valentine's Day. So yeah, this is going to take me through next year. These images, photopolymer, they can be punched out. You can fussy cut them out using background stamps. There are great sentiments in a good size and a nice font that just makes it, you know, very attractive and appealing to everybody. And of course, you know, the punches are adorable. Now this is called A Cup of Christmas, and it's a new product to where, see how it's black here and then gray over here? They're reversible stamps. So if you stamp this, and I really should have some ink out and everything, and I'm really sorry I don't. Oh, white paper. Yeah, I really have it together, don't I? Okay, so if you stamp this with the mug, this is going to my right, that's how it's going to look. But if you want the handle of your mug on the left, you just flip it over and it does the exact same thing. So you get two images out of one stamp, and you're going to be seeing that when you see cases that look like this. So, and it fits in here, and this is a great Christmas set as well. But I can definitely do a lot of this, well, whatever I want actually, for any season in the fall with those cups. And there's die cuts to go with it, and I already have ideas going through my brains of layering up the cups. Like the die cuts will cut out the inside, and they're going to be layered as well, so you can use like two different colored cardstock, DSP. That'll be fun to see how that works out. And here are the dies. And I love this, how it's going to cut on the diagonal as well, which is going to give everything a completely different look. And then you have that intricate flower in there. I forgot the name of it, and it'll come back to me. I'm just not in Christmas mode. Is that going to work and fit? No, but you can still fussy cut. But this die here, we'll cut this out. This is another good one, holly berries. And then there's die cuts for both sides of the mug. And then you have a solid candy cane, and then one with the stripes in it, layer paper there as well. These tags, and I love them, invaluable. Squeeze all sorts of sentiments in there. And of course, you know, the little bow and foliage there. And I really want to see what this one's all about. Okay, so that is called Cup of Christmas, and it's a bundle just with the stamps and the dies. So we're going to move on to the fall one. This is, I have no idea what it's called. I'm going to like look for, oh, hold on. Gather Together. That much I do remember. I just got to see what page it's on. Okay, this is another suite. And again, Gather Together. You get everything that you see here. And this is the ribbon combo pack, which is crumb cake. And this is 5/8 of an inch, but real close. Look at that detail. And this feels again like your baby blanket. And it's going to tie beautifully. Nice. Best part, because you know I love my twine, Cajun craze twine, which we've never had before, so that is nice. Then there are these tags and feathers elements. They're wood. You can color, you know, they just pop right out. And they have a white coat on top of them, which means you can color them anyway, but the white is going to... I'll show you some examples later. There's really cool things you can do with this. So we have leaves and feathers. Actually, they're just leaves, but you can make them feathers because of the imprint. And then the wood rounds. But there's a hole up there. You can make keychains out of these if you want, or little ornaments, or a tag for a package. And you get a lot of them too. So the stamp set is Gather Together, and again, this is another one that you can just take any type of marker, pencil, blends, whatever you want to do to fill it in. I like the fonts. Again, those images right there, they do count. And then there are the dies. And there's layering dies in here, because I'm thinking, you know, do you guys really want me dragging all this out? But you know what, might as well. So these dies are going to cut out, you know, all these images here except for the stock. But there's also these. Well, they'll cut the edge and then emboss the lines in there. So think about doing this on watercolor paper and then throwing some spraying it down a little bit, throwing some sprinkles on top and just letting the color roam wherever it wants to. And then Stamp Set's photopolymer, and these are nice size images too. But what I really love is the designer series paper. And this kind of stuff is my favorite. You know, the polka dots with the linen background. And looks like there's some Cajun craze in here. What else? Maybe rich raspberry, you know, and a gray. Everybody was bummed when wood grain retired. We have a lot of DSP out now with better patterns, and I love this. That look more realistic. And this harvest basket, or the pumpkins background, that is cute. And I love this. This is, I want to say balmy blue, basic gray. I take that back. Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, basic gray, crumb cake. And this is, I love that. And then piece it together with the gingham on top. Nice. I mean, even something like that. That would be fun. I'm going to keep going now. Love that. And that's great for masculine cards. This goes fantastic with these here. I will never ever be able to have enough of this piece of designer series paper. It is notebook paper. Love it. And sometimes you will see where you get different colors of what looks like to be the same pattern. This is another favorite of mine. I'm not a pastel-y person, but this combination works. And then, of course, the buffalo check. So that was the Gather Together suite. Now for, okay, we'll do this one real quick. And then I'll bring in my favorite for Christmas. So we have this and then one more. And I've got to see what this is called. The stamp set is Perfectly Plaid, but you know, sometimes the bundle names are a little bit different. And we do have a tags bundle that I did not get. But it just may, you know, show up. Who knows? Wrapped in plaid. That's what this is called. This is the 2 Christmas things I got. I love. This is beautiful. Okay, photopolymer, but check out those images. This distinctive, that is so true to form and so real life. You have another tree here. There's a coordinating punch, and it's a nice size, you know, tree too. This will layer on top of here if you want to. Pine cones, another distinctive image. You have your trunk. I love the font. The sentiments are a nice size, but this plaid tree, that had me. And wait until you see the designer series paper. It is, excuse me, 6 by 6. I have the fan going and the windows open, and I have allergies because it is so hot. So this is another suite that you get these gold mini pizza boxes. And yeah, I need to back up so y'all don't see me. And this is great for gift giving, whatever. And then the ribbon is shaded spruce, you know, with some gold down the middle of it. Because I love my bling. Not too much, but you know, I'm a girl. You can't tie a bow. Ties nicely too. Jingle bells. Shaded spruce. I want to say cherry cobbler. And gold. I'm going to go through these like crazy. They're so, and they're I mean, they're a nice size too. They're not mini, they're not large, they're right in between. And I haven't seen, or I don't recall, that size. 6 by 6 DSP. You get 48 sheets, 4 of each. And I've already turned them over. There's a lot of plaid and a lot of stripes in here that goes great with that tree. You know what, I should zoom in. And I have no idea how long this is, but yeah, sorry about that. And they're very regal, rich colors too. Polka dot, you know, that's a favorite of mine. Plaid. There's gold detail running through the DSP as well. And that seems to be like on a lot of the solid plaid sheets. I could see using this with Sailing Away, that bundle there. You could kind of fake that as like a little anchor. No, a wheel. Like a captain's wheel. Then we have, you know, deer. More gold. And there's a lot of plaid in here, but it's going every which direction in various colors. So more stripes, shaded spruce pine cones, and I've already gone ahead and turned them over for you. That's cute. Love that. You can definitely see putting this together. More polka dots. I'm a huge fan of staples. Reindeer, like that one a lot. That would look great with that. Even that for a masculine card. Then we have like little holly berries. And you know, this is the flip side. Don't ever hesitate to, you know, mix it up like that. You get some really cool things that way. Same with this combination. So that is the designer series paper. And that is wrapped in plaid. Before that Christmas thing, real quick, a couple new products that came out were black Stampin' Dimensionals. No more ugly white to the side, and no more taking your blender and lining your foam with it. And you can see what they look like there. You get 2 of regular and 2 of mini in there. Then there are holiday rhinestone basic jewels. You don't have to like color in your rhinestones all the time anymore. Then there are new masks. And we have some new Delicata ink coming out as well in gold, silver, and copper. I haven't picked it up yet because, like I said, my mind's not, to Christmas. I won't be to fall for a couple months, so yeah, I'll grab it later on down the line. But this mask right here, where is that white piece of paper? Trees. Braille, watercolor, ombre, ink blending. Lots of ideas for that. And of course the paste. Then this is a great Halloween scroll print. It's kind of like, looks leafy, folly a little bit, but you can take it any way you want. Of course, this is my favorite, little polka dots. I can see going in there with an aqua painter, and maybe just painting half of it for something real random, for a very unique background with different colors. So those are the standalone products I got. So for this product suite here, I know exactly where it's at. It's the very front of the catalog. And this is my favorite, and you'll know why when you see the prints. Toile Tidings, and this is just so amazing. So much to it. 2 stamp sets, 2 sets of dies. I think my favorite is, and again, this is a suite. Okay, I didn't mix it up too bad. Gift wrap. And you get 2 each. And these are 24 by 36. So they're good size. And it's thick. It's just like wrapping paper. But I can also see cutting this up and using it as DSP too. I never hesitate to use what I have at my disposal in any way I can. Now the beauty of that is there is this real red ruched ribbon, and this is, it looks like it's 1 inch thick. Yeah, it is. And it would, you have your visual presentation, your sizing, your scale. It would work with this. And of course, this is a dream to tie with, because this same kind of ribbon was also in Everything is Rosy. And yeah, you can just do all sorts of great things with that. So there is that. And there's also this garden green 3/8 double stitched ribbon. Haven't seen anything like this for a while. And it's a little bit, it's going to tie, but it's more, it's going to tie great. You know what the problem is? I haven't had a fill for a month. Yeah, this ties beautifully. It's solid too. It is sturdy. Then we have Garden Green and Real Red glitter enamel dots, and we carry these in the annual catalog as well, just different colors. So again, it all works together. The DSP is my favorite. Then we'll get to the stamp set, then we'll be done, because that's all that I pretty much got. I mean, it's all I need. Okay, this is the Toile Tidings Designer Series paper. It's 12 by 12. And this is going to be Garden Green and Very Vanilla. So you're going to get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6. Did I turn them over? Yeah, I did. So we have, I love this print. Toile was really big in the 90s when I lived in upstate in a farmhouse. Yeah, so it was 90s, early 2000s, and loved it. So this reminds me of that a lot. Then we have the buffalo check in garden green and real red. Then we have stripes and Good Morning Magnolia. There's a petal pink piece of cardstock that I just used on something I'm working on, as a matter of fact. It's not even put together yet, but if you look, it works. They go together, and this is real red, so you can even incorporate and do something with this as well from the annual catalog. So everything works. It coordinates. It goes together beautifully, and just drag it all out and get, you know, messy and have some fun. Then of course there's the foliage of the berries and the leaves and the sprigs and everything. And this DSP is just garden green and real red. Then you have the bears and the woodsy scenes in both colors. So great prints, great stripes, patterns that's busy enough to fill in space but yet classy enough, and that grabs my eye every single time. So these two, they work together, and you have tidings all around and the all-around wreath dies. There is something else in this catalog to where you can, another stamp set that is fall, and I'm flipping through right now for you, that coordinates with these dies, but it's different than that. And I'll try and hunt for it. Okay. It's seasonal wreaths. That's what it is. And it coordinates with this die here because it's the exact same scale and everything, but it's more of a, the seasonal wreaths you can use like year round, but the wreath itself has like a lot of fall elements in it, but you can also church it up to where it works for spring. And that's a standalone stamp set. It's not part of this bundle, but you can, and it's not part of any bundle. It just coordinates with these dies. But this is a good size wreath, and look at that. That is big. I can see die cutting this out in soft suede and just building and building, or early espresso, and building upon that. And then you have some foliage here. You could even inlay technique that. That's going to take some work, and I'd love to do it. And here is the coordinating stamp set. Is photopolymer, and again, you know, that is a nice size wreath. And I love this image right here. That is distinctive. And you can see how it's going to lay down by how gray it is in the sample there. I'm going to close that door because that dog drives me nuts. Bad owners. There's another to and from. We have berries here. And the fonts on, they're a good size. And then we have Toile Christmas. I can't wait to take some ink to that bird. Love those banners. It's a very classy stamp set. This is distinctive as well, as is the bird. And great sentiments. And this is Cling. That is a big bird. I mean, these are big images. Look at that. Nice. And for the dies, able to cut out the bird, this branch, the banners. This is Standalone. It looks like that's Standalone. But you know what? Sometimes I talk ahead and don't really look at the stamp set to see, okay, can I use this die to, you know, cut something out like that if I wanted to. And it doesn't look like it. But there is a die cut for that image. And then, you know, of course you have this, and this would go great with the other dies I showed you, like the chairs that had this, or the coffee cup ones. It would go with last year's Merry and Bright with the dies, or no, Merry Christmas to All. So that is my haul, and what I will be doing, you know, for the next week or so. And I hope that you enjoyed this little mini haul. If you want one of these, shoot me off an email, cindy@cindybdesigns.com. So thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic week. I'll be up on the blog tomorrow for Stampin' Up! Only challenges. And I'll catch you on the blog again for the rest of the week, and for a simple stamping video on Saturday. So please hit like and subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed this quick haul, and God bless.